This is your bedroom. This is your bedroom with Blue Chew. Blue Chew uses the same active ingredients as in Viagra or Cialis, but now comes in chewable form. Chewable means better, cheaper, and works faster than pills. No in-person doctor visit, no waiting in line, no more awkwardness. 100% online at BlueChew.com. Order now to get your first month sent to you for free. Just pay $5 shipping. Use promo code OPIE at BlueChew.com and restart the party.
OpieRadio.
Bum, 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 bum. What's going on, everybody? How are you? I find myself just outside Times Square, walking up to a building I know very, very well. We're talking about Sirius XM satellite radio. I should go inside and see if they'll let me go upstairs. All is forgiven. All is forgiven. I could at least walk across the lobby, can't I? I think I could do that. Taking a chance and I'm going to run into some old faces. Some would be very happy to see me and others not so much. How are you, sir? I'm good. The security guard's laughing at me. The word's out. He was laughing, though. He was laughing. Gave me a nice high, though. But that would change if I was trying to go through. Let's see. Going out the other door near Fox News. Paparazzi are hanging outside here. That usually means there's a big star up at Sirius XM. There he is. You recognized me like 3 minutes ago and you want me to walk around like a fool.
I got the best picture of you.
You got.
Look at this, dude. I'm about to crush you on Instagram.
Oh my God.
You're Bill O'Reilly.
Carl West, the Cuban. What's going on, man?
You scored us a table. You see that?
I see that. Dude, I walked right through the lobby. And one of the security guys, he looks at me and just starts laughing.
That's really funny.
Let's just keep walking through the lobby until we run into someone.
No, man, that's. I'm Latin.
What's wrong with that?
Twice I get maced and tased. They'll laugh at you.
Why don't we go on the other side? That's where all the people come out.
Sure.
You saw me walking around with this thing and you wouldn't even fucking say hi.
I just fucking stared at you with your nonsense.
All right, we're going back into the Sirius XM building. Used to work here. I used to work here.
Bro, you're full spectrum.
I used to work here.
You're shining like a Christmas tree right now.
Come on, man. Let's go through.
No, we're not going to go.
Let's go upstairs in the
We're
elevators.
not going to go upstairs in the elevator.
Why?
Opie,
Yeah.
if you get nuts, I'll tell you right now, I'm going to have to take you down.
You're going to take me down.
I'm literally going to neck punch you. And then you.
I really don't want a neck punch.
No. What's going on, buddy?
How are you, Carl Ruiz?
Good. Long week.
How was Arizona?
It was incredible.
Yeah?
I had a lot of fun.
Yeah? What were you doing out there?
I did a cooking event. It's called Lunch and Learn, where you teach people how to make food. It's just like Food Fans, and it was sold out, which was awesome.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's going good for me. I was nervous. Like that's the first thing you get nervous. Like when they put you on a marquee, you're like, ugh.
That means you got to perform.
Half empty room. No, you're worried. Once they're like we're at capacity, then I'm comfortable.
Oh, if you're on a marquee and then you walk in and there's no one there, that sucks.
It's like your mom, like woohoo! Kill it, son, kill it.
That would suck.
Oh my God, I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there, but it was good, and I gotta tell you, a lot of women.
Listening to the podcast?
A lot of women there from the podcast.
Really?
This one lady goes, "So I hear you like older women." I'm like, right off the bat, like I was doing the meet and greet. She's like, "So I hear you like older women." I said, "What's your name?" She's like, "Jen." I go, "Go stand over there. I'll be with you in a second." Ain't no sand getting through my fingers.
And then what happened? Anything you could talk about?
I could talk about some stuff. I met this one girl. Hubba.
Oh, hubba.
Ah, it's been a while since I've like had a hot girl You know what I mean? Sometimes I do a lot of. I've been on a lot of fringe lately. You know what I mean? Which is like it's like alcohol. Like you enjoy it while you're doing it, but the next morning you're depressed. Like I'm like taking crying game showers. You know what I mean? Like oh my god, I wish he had eyes. I can't believe it. But
oh my god.
You know. But this was a 10, literally a 10.
Demos.
Oh shit.
He works at Sirius XM.
Yeah, he looks like yeah.
What's up? Say hi, man. This is
Hello.
what I do. This is Demos.
Hey, man.
Carl,
Demos.
nice to meet you.
Carl,
How you
pleasure to meet you. I love this guy. He and I worked together from the way beginning.
Way beginning. And
Way
now
beginning.
He does a bunch of shifts on all sorts of music channels for Sirius XM.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
What are you up to?
This.
I know. I figured.
I got fired.
I love that you're out here. You know what? I've been fired from here too, if you remember.
Really?
They brought me back. Yeah, remember I left for like 8-9 years, something like that.
I wrote a thank you email to Scott Greenstein.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, we'll see what happens.
I was gonna say maybe you know.
Well, it took a year, but they did the right thing in the end. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
So, what's the word up there about me?
Nothing. I haven't heard much. I mean, I don't mean to be like a dick. I mean, but I'm just telling the truth. I haven't heard much.
That's good,
I don't
actually.
see much. I don't see much. You know, there's no more poster and things like that. You know?
They got rid of the
They got rid of the
poster?
poster. They actually glued Norton's face over your. No, I'm joking. But
Well, he
no.
took everything else. He might as well take my poster, right,
Oh,
Carl?
man. But they you know how it is. It's always a lot of creativity, a lot of good people up there. But you know, I
Yeah.
definitely miss seeing you around, and we've always had a good time together all these years, all
Absolutely,
these
man.
stations. But you know, when I was 18 years old, they would put me on, and they would make fun of me, and you would always make fun, and I was like, oh, those guys, and I had no idea it was just fun radio.
Yeah.
And you guys always, when I was having problems at K-Rock, came through for me when it really mattered.
I tried.
You totally you did, because they offered me the job at NEW.
Right.
And K-Rock said, no, you're not going away.
Yeah.
And so, you know, you saved my ass on that, so I always appreciate it.
You hear this, Carl?
I'm on Instagram.
It's all fake. It's all fake. He's like, I'm on Instagram. You can add music to Instagram now. Isn't that awesome? Oh, yeah. Every song you look for, it's not there. Good luck with that.
Demos, good seeing you,
Good
buddy.
seeing you, brother.
All right.
Nice
Hope to see you upstairs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good seeing you.
Nice to meet someone with a job.
Yeah.
I mean, I could talk to you for another 20
I know, I was
minutes,
gonna say.
but if you're sitting with me, that's not a good thing.
You know.
It's not a good thing.
That's a cool dude.
He's all right. We go
Why
way
couldn't
back.
you be like that?
I'm cool, bro. I'm cool.
Listen, Opie, I love you, man, but we gotta talk.
About what?
You gotta stop walking around with fucking plastic bags. It looks crazy.
This is my Jubilee. This is my supermarket bag.
I know, but it's just not a good look.
Yeah, but I had all this stuff I got to carry.
Get a fanny pack or something.
Look, I got my
your lesbian
hat.
and your glasses. Yeah.
People think I wear a hat because I got hair plugs or I'm losing my hair, but that's not true. I just like wearing the hat. I got my cool Ray-Bans,
Those are
right?
good glasses. I
Okay.
like
This is what's gonna bother you, though.
No. Is that tied up sage?
Yeah.
Get that away from me, Opie. I'm about to throw that in the bush.
Why?
What are you? Are you gonna burn sage today? Did the shaman tell you to come here for your spirits?
The shaman told
Opie,
me.
talk to me slow, like I'm about to murder you. Okay?
You love my shaman
Everything
stories.
that you say now fucking counts for everything. This is for all the marbles. Talk slow, motherfucker, because it's about to rain.
You look. It looks like a joint. It looks like a Cheech and Chong joint.
Back up. You have tied up sage.
Yeah.
From the shaman.
Yeah.
In a plastic bag
Yeah,
in
'cause-
front of Sirius. What are you up to?
Well, we might be going into an abandoned building in Brooklyn, right? The shaman said, you know, you gotta like this to respect the energy in there, the spirits. So I got one for me
Don't even show me.
and one for you.
I'm gonna set you on fire to respect the spirits.
I got, bro.
Put that shit back in the bag. You walk around with shaman toys.
Me and you, bro. Look, feel it.
Wealth has really
Here,
sent
here,
you down a
here.
fucking. I'm not touching it.
Why aren't you?
Because that's probably cursed or something.
Why aren't you touching my sage?
I come from Cuba from
Smell
your
it.
white magic. People
Smell
turn
it.
into leopards over there.
Smell it.
I know what sage smells like.
It smells nice,
I'm a highly
right?
decorated chef now. Put that back in your homeless bag.
What? You use sage in cooking?
No, well, be not.
I don't know.
Of course we do.
I don't know. What do you? Oh, you put it on like meat.
Chicken, fowl.
Yeah. And then I got this too for us. Here. They love podcast noises.
No, they don't. They always say on Twitter, we hate the noises.
No, they're lying. There you go. Put this in your
Opie,
pocket for the rest
again,
of the day.
I'm not putting your fucking glitter rocks in my pocket. What fake ass fucking gold rocks are those?
They're not fake. Feel how heavy they are.
I'm not touching it. What is it?
You gotta respect.
Respect who? Your $80 an hour shaman? This is a scam of biblical proportions.
Which one you want? I got 3.
Whatever,
one for me.
Whatever goes to my hand gets jettisoned out into space right
One
now.
for you, and then, if like Sherrod or someone else comes with me, I got one for him
Sherrod will take
too.
all 3 of them. Small world comedy. Give them to him. Leave me alone.
You know he's going to take my sage.
Of course, he'll take anything you
No,
give him.
because he'll hollow it out and put some marijuana in it.
Oh, that's really nice to the dead. That's a nice respect. Just get high with the dead people.
No, but you got this. You still got the sage.
Put this back in the bag. I'll hold your fucking Texas instrument, speak and spell.
No, you're too close to the mic, though.
Joey.
No, you're too close.
Yes, Carl.
It doesn't work when you're
Joey.
that close.
Joey. Please
Yeah.
send Opie to a mental hospital.
Try Talkspace.com.
He's walking around with spittle in his mouth.
You're too close to the mic, you
Well,
idiot.
spittle comes with age, Carl.
Proper distance. Proper distance.
Now, please stay focused. Opie's trying to board up his show.
When you do shit like this,
Yeah.
I can understand why some people hate you.
Why do you think I do it?
It's
You don't
almost
think-
like you enjoy people. You enjoy making people just
You don't think
uncomfortably angry.
you don't think I'm aware? Why do you think I do
I have a
this?
chest pain right now.
That guy has schizophrenia. You want to talk to him?
No, I don't want to talk to
You
him.
want to talk to the
2
schizophrenia
people
guy?
with schizophrenia. Gotcha.
The haters are already going with your spectrum shit. Now I guess I have autism. That's the latest. I have
It's
autism.
a cool disease.
Yeah, what the hell? Let's walk through the lobby again.
No.
Why?
We did the lobby. The lobby was uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and I didn't like it. And the security's already looking at me. Not you. I'm walking around with a cat shirt and Velcro sneakers. I'm getting tased.
I don't understand this shirt. It's cats, it's kittens, and they're hanging out on corn
Corn on the cob.
on the cob.
2 delicious things.
And what's this? Popcorn?
Yeah, because then it turns into space.
Oh, duh.
Duh.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, I went to Sammy the Bull Garvano's restaurant, the one that he got locked up in.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't he out there
It's called
selling?
Sal's. He had the giant ecstasy ring run by the FBI.
That's right. It was ecstasy. What do you mean run by the FBI?
Well, the way that it works is, he's under. Once you're under federal protection or as an informant, the local cops can't touch you because once they start to investigate you, you hit a firewall where it's like, no, he's under federal protection. So Sammy, being very smart, he took that time that he was under that umbrella and started a straight up kingpin empire in Arizona. And he was running it out of this restaurant called Sal's.
Yeah.
So I went. I go to the front desk and go, Sammy here? The guy goes, fuck you. I had to say it. Damn rat.
I'm sure that wasn't the first time that.
I'm sure every third person has
Yeah,
it.
goes, where's Sammy?
Sammy Nooch.
So then why did they finally feel like they had to shut him down then?
I think it got so big that the DEA just went over somebody's head and they just pinned him.
and said, look, we
Yeah,
gotta
and,
do
like,
something.
This guy's literally killing people. I could get.
Wow. So he's locked up for life,
It
right?
was so stupid. You know what I mean? Like to get who? You know what I mean? Like they flipped Sammy for what? To get what's his name? The main guy, Gotti, right?
John Gotti, yeah.
But Sammy was 100 times worse than Gotti. So they let this fucking maniac free.
Right.
And they got Gotti, who died in jail a couple years anyway.
Well, he was not the figurehead. He was the main boss. So that looked good for
Also
everybody.
what?
That you got
Also
John
what?
Gotti off the street.
John Gotti was a family man.
I personally liked John Gotti. I liked what he did for the neighborhood.
Really nice.
Dude, we've talked about it. I'm a huge fan of mafia people
Street
in general.
police. Street
In general,
police. They
yes.
keep everything nice and tight.
Yes.
You know?
I mean, and then you one wrong move, and then
Yeah, if they don't kill anybody except themselves. Who
right.
cares?
But it was my experience over the years. I caddied for a bunch of those guys. They were way nicer than the straight-laced guys.
Great guys.
I kind of don't like being here
Neither.
because we had good times here. We would do our radio show upstairs, and then we would sit right over there. Remember, we would do another hour for ourselves on outside the building.
That was fun, right?
It was a ball. So
Me, you, Vic. Remember me, Chris, over there?
Chris DiStefano?
Stefano?
Yeah.
I love Chris, but he has zero ability to order in any restaurant that doesn't have pictures on the menu. Like, it had, literally, I looked at him and he's sweating trying to figure out the menu and doesn't want to ask me what things are because he knows I'm going to say something crazy. So he's just struggling. It was like life altering for him. I'm like, And at just point, I go, that's shrimp cocktail. He goes, okay, good, I'll get that.
Oh my God.
Because it was written in French. And he's sitting there and he's drinking like a rum punch. Like he ordered the first drink on the drink menu because he didn't want to deal with the anxiety of actually making a choice.
You were describing Chris perfectly.
Oh
man.
my God! And he was.
We're talking about Oceana, which is right over there. It's a great restaurant.
yeah.
That's where we did the whole Jazz It Up thing.
Yeah, that's where we did the
And it's funny when I go out to dinner with you, and the waitress looks at me and goes, "What will you have?" I go, "He's ordering for us,"
Right.
Which is kind of embarrassing. I'm not going to
Why?
lie to you because it's a little gee.
I thought you had asthma there.
A little gee.
Are we gonna go inside somewhere today?
Yeah, but in the end, you always order the right stuff for the restaurant, man.
You should have seen me cooking in Arizona. That was fun.
All right, we're gonna play Give Carl a Choice. We hang outside Sirius XM,
Next choice.
or we talk to the schizophrenia guy for a minute.
We hang out in Sirius XM.
Really? Why don't
That
you want
guy
to talk
looks
to him?
fucking stabby as fuck.
He's cool. He's been here forever. His stand is right around the
You're all
corner.
right. I hear your voice. I see you locking in on him. This is happening. There's nothing I can do.
Look, he's
Okay.
giving directions to an invisible person right now.
If you keep doing rainbow shit like this, I'm gonna have to take you down.
These people like me, man, because no one else talks to them.
Schizophrenic guy likes you?
Well, I don't know about that. That's pushing it. But his stand is around the corner. I've never seen him sell a picture. Not one.
You know what he
Not a
doesn't
one.
have in that stand? He doesn't have sage bundles and space rocks. He's actually saner than you are.
Bro, man.
Put it away.
There you go.
You really do have these things. Did he give you these things? No. Why are you waving at him?
Who's he talking to?
He's crazy. He's talking to the crazy spirits.
Oh, he feels our energy.
No, he's feeling you waving at him. There's no fucking energy. What energy are you talking about?
He's giving directions though.
You look like a yoga housewife. He's feeling our energy.
Yo, bro.
Yeah, there's that energy.
Yo, bro.
No, throw your podcast thing in the fucking room.
There he goes. He's walking away paranoid. I just wanted to say hi. All right. Well, we're supposed to go to Westwood 1. You want to go there?
Huh?
You want to go to Westwood 1?
Let's go to Westwood 1.
Okay.
I'll tell you about my Arizona adventures.
On the way, we'll talk. Are you going to give me a story?
I just did something really nice.
What was that?
So there's this chef that I know who is a smoke show. And she's trying to get into a restaurant. And she reached out to me and said, if I can get it done, I got it done in 15 minutes.
Nice.
She goes, thank you very much. I said, no, thank you. Drinks.
Drinks.
That's all I wrote back. Drinks.
And what'd she say?
Okay.
Nice.
Always be closing.
Why don't we walk to Westwood 1? They built a studio over there for us. I want to go check it out.
Let's do the studio thing today.
All right, let's go.
All right. Right like a magnet. You're going right.
What? What's up, bro? Can you tell me where Times Square is?
Come on.
Where?
I think you know where it's Times Square.
It's over there?
On the left, yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. Have a good day.
Did you see that smile you had with
look.
the... No, I'm not looking at him.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
going to bite me
Oh,
like
yeah.
a bat.
Oh, now we just locked eyes. Just locked eyes.
Yeah, you did. Now you got him all fucking stirred up.
I got him fired up.
Oh, he's going to eat a cab driver now because of you.
Locked eyes like two rams on the side of a mountain.
It was totally...
Come on, let's go.
It was like a ram and a Yeti.
This is his stand.
Oh, my God, Opie, you make me so uncomfortable. You really do.
Why?
I mean,
Why? We're
I've been
just
in
talking.
situations like I've seen dead bodies. I've been in major fights. I've been in financial problems. I've been nothing makes you more uncomfortable than walking around with you in that stupid microphone.
Have you ever been to a salad bar? That's
Nope. Wow, I went right between the ribs, that dagger.
You beat me to my punchline.
It's really
I
fun.
mean, you were talking about scary places. You know?
I got it.
I went salad bar, but you fucking.
No, that was really
But
funny.
you chopped my head off before I could get
I'm
there.
sorry, it was funny. Oh, my God. One of
Anyway.
my favorite restaurants in New York is up the street.
Which one?
It's the Kellogg's Cornflakes restaurant.
What do you mean?
It's just a restaurant. It's run by Kellogg's. My favorite restaurant in New York City. And you can get all like Fruit Loops with marshmallows on and everything. So
Wait.
I go there. I have breakfast, like a breakfast cereal, or sometimes I'll have like a Frosted Flake shake that they make there.
Yeah.
And then I'll go across the street to the M&M store and crush it. the M&M store has almost zero security. I'm literally just eating peanut M&Ms, just staring at everybody.
Of course.
Oh, it's great.
You fill up your baggie a little bit and
No baggie, straight.
Oh, you don't even go baggie.
Straight hand. Everyone's getting avian. Just digging.
They got those giant tubes filled with every color of M&M you can imagine.
One time, the kid next to me, he looks at me, little kid, and he sees me opening the little spigot.
Yeah.
And I look at him, I give him a wink of approval, like, go ahead, son. He just opened the yellow one. M&Ms all over the place.
Nice.
Hope you're walking in the middle of the street.
It's New York, baby.
You're getting hit by yourself. You don't
New York, baby. Let's go this way. I know where a few more freaks are.
Oh, I know you do. This is what you're like, the freak whisperer.
I'm not gonna lie to you, the schizophrenia guy kind of scared me.
What was it? His metal jagged teeth and his fallen angel wings with daggers in them?
Might have been the distant look he gave me. He was looking right through me.
He was on another dimension, that guy. He was on a marshmallow waterfall when you were talking to him.
Bro, I got the moon rocks in my pocket though. We're good.
Is that what they are?
We're good, man.
What is that shaman doing to you?
We're
dude?
good, man.
It's not healthy, Opie. You gotta stay away from that guy. Oh my God.
New York City.
There it comes. No apparent fucking reason. You just Tourette's out.
Tourette's out.
Wowzers! All you need is one skittish tourist to give you a karate chop.
Why would you wish that on me?
I'm not wishing it on you. I'm telling you what's gonna happen. It's not a wish. Get the Olive Garden. Pump it.
Why?
Why? Because
No. This is something I've talked about many, many times living in New York. You got all these tourists.
Right.
They spent good money to come to New York on vacation for a week, right? And then when it's time to eat, they go into Olive Garden or TGIF. Why would you do that?
And I'm going to tell you why. Ready to tell you why? Remember when we were talking at the other podcast when we were at the pub and I said how restaurants had normal names so you knew what was going on? This is exactly why. A tourist is already his sensory overload. Like, I mean, look at this wave of just lost humanity here, right? So this is just an ocean of people that have come here and haven't done no research, so they're in Times Square, right? So they're already overwhelmed with like the shitty comedian trying to give you a ticket to the comedy show, with all these walking spaces, with homeless people trying to grab at your ankle like they're a little dog. You know what I mean? So they look at the restaurants that are here, that are homegrown, and they have names like Sally's Pumpkin Patch. They don't know that. They're terrified. So Olive Garden, Red Lobster, they have the menus in the window with the prices, and you know what it is, and it's comfortable. These people can't. If you're in Times Square, you obviously are light on creativity.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
But they're missing out, man. New York has so many great places.
They're
to
missing.
eat.
You think they're missing out here? Go back wherever they live. Now that's missing out.
Yeah, but they got the Olive Garden at least.
This is their stairway to heaven. You know what I mean? This is as good as it gets.
You know, I mean, we're now in the heart of Times Square, and honestly, 90 to 95% of these people are tourists. So all the tourists are hanging out with other tourists,
Oh yeah.
and they'll never.
It's almost like they're not in New York. They've canceled out New York.
They'll never go down to the Village and check that shit out.
They don't know where the Village is.
That's unbelievable to me, man.
They don't want to go. Oh, Opie just fell.
I did not fall.
You're making for the tourists. You literally got tripped up. What you see here, there's something that you don't know about here. This is where some evil shit goes down. Because in this crush of people, you can move money to one person to another, drugs, everything. So in the middle of this wave of stupidity, there's some really bad dudes doing some really bad. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Come on. Yeah.
No, all right, I'm out. I'm gonna hide.
Why are you out, Naked Cowboy?
On the way to be.
What's up, brother?
What's up, buddy?
We've talked before. Opie.
Oh, Opie and Effie. Great.
What's up? How are you, brother? He was scared because he thought I was going to be a dick. Still in good shape, huh, Carl? What's up, brother?
How you been?
I just want to say hi. How are you?
You still, I guess, kind of still in a show somewhere?
I talked about you. I was walking through and I was podcasting. I go, got to give it to the Naked Cowboy. His body's still rocking.
This is my 20-year anniversary coming up.
Really?
We're working on a $79,000 statue, bronze, just like life size. Trying to get permanent placement, or at least 6 months. And
Right.
All my sponsors would pay for it.
Is it a possibility that's going to happen?
Well, I'm making it happen.
Right.
I hope so. I mean,
Right on, man.
Either way,
Yeah.
I'll do it at 25 years.
Life's good. You seem happy still.
Yeah, rocking and rolling.
Right. All right.
What's the name of your show?
OpieRadio.
OpieRadio.
Yeah.
I'm the naked cowboy here on OpieRadio. I know the outfit's questionable, but I ain't a homo.
I love it. Fist. Thanks, brother.
seeing you, buddy.
Good seeing you. I'll talk to you soon. Oh, thanks. He was just wiping dandruff off my shirt, I think. Look at this. Look at the painted boobs. That is sloppy. Sloppy. Hey, man, we're good, brother.
love, man.
I got the love. I got the love. Nice tits. Was that too much? Was that too much? One girl was not bad. Well, the other one was. I guess we got to explain because you can't see this. Now we walk by the girls that they're topless, and they're allowed to be topless because their boobs are painted up. And one was really a mess. Like, just imagine filling up 2 water balloons too much, and they're just hanging.
Oh, that's the one I liked.
Oh, is that the one you like?
I even winked at her and everything.
You know what? I know you're not lying.
No, I'm not lying at all.
I know you're not lying.
Why am I going to lie about my emotions?
And they make a fortune.
Oh, you like the skinny one? Boo.
She was definitely
She
better.
looked just like the naked cowboy.
And
like
then
the girls with the muscles.
and then you know the rappers scam, right?
Oh, they give you the CD and then they tell you to sign it and then they just corner you.
Well, then they ask your name and then they sign this CD. Most of the time, there's no rap music on it at all.
No.
And then they're like, that'll be $20, and you're like, I didn't say I would buy this. And then they're like, look, I can't sell it now because your name's on it. It's one of the biggest scams in Times Square.
One of
What
the
happened?
two of the highest grossing restaurants right in this corner. Carmine's
Oh, I know Carmine's.
and Bubba Gumps.
How much does Carmine's make a year?
It's got to be, I think it's somewhere north of 70 million.
70 million a year?
I think. Don't quote me. I'll Google it later.
No, let's not quote you. Let's fact check right now. With all due respect to Carmine's, and of course you, Chef, while it's certainly among the top grossing restaurants, coming in at number 4 in 2017 at around 33 mil for the year, far cry from 70. But thanks for playing.
But the funny thing is, I was opening a restaurant next to them. You know what I mean?
I know the restaurant.
And one of the owners of Carmine's comes outside. He goes, "Hey, how you doing?" And the guy that's with me doesn't know who this guy is. This guy's a New York restaurant legend, right? The guy goes, "Oh, we're opening this and doing this." And the guy goes, "Oh, that's cute."
Good luck to you guys.
Good luck to you. You'll be gone in a month.
He didn't feel threatened at all.
You could open a Carmine's inside a Carmine's and he wouldn't care.
Really?
Bro, that place prints money.
We're on 42nd Street, walking up to Westwood 1.
Hey, Chef, how about one of those time jumps?
Bring it up to speed. Here we go.
Right here, brother. We had made it. Are you gonna do a little ciggy break?
Singapore.
A little cigaroo?
I'm starting to get chest pains. I might be dying.
You getting chest pains?
Don't worry about it.
Christ.
Not big ones.
Oh, okay. As long as they're not big ones.
No, nothing that like shudders my eyes or anything. I am hot though. Are they gonna have water in here?
Yeah. No,
Question number two. Number two, is Tim Sabian in there?
Yeah.
Cancel.
We can just go.
No,
we can just
I wanna
move
go
on.
to the studio.
We can just move on to something else.
Let's go.
That's it, huh?
I'm trying to cut down, Hope. I don't have my ID. I don't have it.
All
I
right.
have my Westwood One ID.
Walking into the lobby of Westwood 1. That was a nice walk, Carl, huh? Got to talk to the people, right?
You literally know the naked cowboy. Like he's like, hey, he's cleaning the stuff off your shirt and stuff. It's so weird.
He came on our show,
I
man.
hated being next to that dude.
Hey, man, I got my ID, so we can just go up, right? I don't. Yeah. All right. I'll get the elevator, Carl. Going up. Joey, we're hitting the elevators.
Okay, thanks for not podcasting in the elevator, Greg. appreciate that.
So, Joey, take it away. We'll continue from, well, we don't, people would tell me don't tease shit. I forgot. That's the old radio guy in me.
Standing by.
All right. Joey, take it away.
Well, most times you're teasing things like what loud bar you'll be podcasting from while really making another excuse to drink with your friends, or what park bench, and can you identify what birds are chirping in the background, and other various podcast sounds. Oh, by the way, thanks to the Naked Cowboy. Nice to know he's still smoking hot, Opie. Appreciate the old broadcasting skills there with the description and all. But coming up, after our amazing and much-needed sponsor, Opie heads to a real studio, one that was built especially for this podcast. So no wind, food munching, crowd talk with Adele playing in the background for 4 fucking minutes, no city sounds. We get Opie. Kinda like you remember him when he had a job. And Carl.
Today's show is sponsored by Talkspace. I love Talkspace, the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. All you need is a computer with internet connection or the Talkspace mobile app. That means you can improve your mental health even if you've had trouble making time for it in the past. Can't imagine fitting anything else into your life? Well, with Talkspace, therapy is as easy as sending your therapist a message. Get something off your chest whenever you need to. Talk about everyday challenges at work or at home. Just chat about life. There are no extra commutes, no leaving the office, and no judgments. Carl, you like the Talkspace?
What?
You like the Talkspace?
Yeah, you should use it a little bit more.
That old gag. Remember that therapy isn't just about venting your innermost thoughts or digging into childhood memories. It's also about practical everyday strategies for stress management and living a happier life. Having a therapist simply provides you a designated person for you to talk to, which is trained to listen and help you make positive changes. The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges we all face. To match with a perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, all you have to do is go to Talkspace.com/Opie, that's OPIE, and use the code Opie to get $45 off your first month and show your support for the show. That's Talkspace.com/Opie, Talkspace.com/Opie, OPIE. I love Talkspace. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, for the first time, and I would have to say, when was I let go from SiriusXM? Last July? So over a year, this is the first time I'm in front of a professional microphone. Carl Ruiz. We are at Westwood One in a brand new studio they built for, whoa, what was that? What's that?
Jesus, Mike, you don't shit the bed.
What was that?
You're good. You're good, dude.
Did you hear that?
Let's go back on the street.
What the fuck?
Sorry, Joey. New problems for Joey.
This podcast is going nowhere.
Gotta turn all sounds off the computer.
What am I doing?
Here I am.
What a mess.
So excited that I'm in front of a professional microphone for the first time. Although we did that interview up there with Brother Weeze in Rochester.
Right.
But this is the first time in a studio that is dedicated to me and Carl and our gang. This was like kind of just empty space here at Westwood One on 42nd Street in Manhattan, and they built this out for us. What do you think, Carl?
Boo.
Why?
We're in a cubicle.
Huh?
You like this room.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Do you know?
It's nice.
I got to tell everybody what you said before the microphone's on.
Yeah.
We're talking about some crazy situation.
Wait, do you hear that static?
No, I hear no static.
No, you're good, dude. I totally hear the static.
You do hear the static.
Yeah, I'm a professional broadcaster from nowhere.
Christ, you're always going to lose his fucking mind if I hand this in and there's static. I'll tell you right now. Go ahead, Carl. What did I say before the mics went on?
You were like, we were talking about getting some money or something. You're like, I'm going to put some stuffed animals up in this bitch. I'm sitting in a log cabin in New Jersey. I'm like, this motherfucker.
Well, it needs something. It's a small place, you know. We gotta start from somewhere,
no,
right?
it's not. It's clean. It looks new.
Yeah, this is just like the state-of-the-art studio they built for me at SiriusXM. Yeah, just like it, right, Carl?
Nope.
It's all right though. It's our little. We got space now though. You notice my radio voice came back now that we're in front of professional microphones
I hate that voice.
on your home of rock and roll.
Oh, God. The grease man.
All right, so we're here at Westwood One, and we're trying out the new studio. I kind of like it. We got a phone system, so we can finally start taking phone calls. That's good.
Mikey told us this wasn't hooked up.
Theater of the mind, man.
All right, just pick up the... Hey, caller 2.
Hey, hello. Nope, no one's there yet.
Oh, my God.
You sure the phones aren't hooked up, or did we fall that far? The phones aren't hooked up, right, Mikey?
They're not hooked up yet.
All right, and Mike got it. He's got a little producer booth over there.
It's better than our booth.
Yeah, why is your booth bigger than our booth?
You weren't involved in the design of this.
Of course I wasn't. Why would they make
The producer booth has like a water slide in it.
Why would the producer booth be as twice as big as
It's twice the size.
Better microphone. I got computers in here and everything.
He's literally on eBay right now buying shit. We're in this little penalty box.
New place, same problems. Radio people, although we're podcasting, but this definitely feels like radio in front of these microphones. Radio people just can't figure it out. They just can't figure it out.
Oh, that's why it's going out of business.
That guy over there, no offense, Mike, you need to be in a tiny, tiny, tiny little spot. And then you can use the rest of the space to make the studio bigger. So then we could invite a lot of people in here and have a party, man.
Mike can actually have a party in that room, but we can't have one in this room, especially when you put in the stuffed animals up in this bitch.
You like that?
Listen, it's a hallway that's like paper thin, and we're in this little room, and Opie's still like in Fantasyland, like in Sirius XM. He goes, "Where are the couches?"
Well,
and we literally look like bosom buddies in this stupid little room.
Robert, who you might remember from the Philly episode, where he closed out the first day in Philly with the traffic cone. Remember, he was.
You don't hear that static?
There's no static.
I hear the static, but
Mikey says good, right?
Somewhere in Dallas, Joey's pulling his hair out of his head. Joey's smooth on top. He's smooth on top.
Yeah, he's a smooth cat.
Oh, okay. That explains everything.
I like Robert. I got to tell you something.
Yeah.
Robert.
Yeah.
One of the best wingmen I've ever flown with.
He's a wingman.
He's a wingman. You know who's not a wingman?
Who?
Who do you think?
Tim Sabian.
Tim Sabian is a C-130 gunship that just kills everything that you're trying to do. Oh, Mr. Robert, man, he flew with me. He flew straight. He flew true.
Yeah.
He had his head on a swivel. I know you like saying that.
Yeah, what's the difference between Robert as a wingman and Tim Sabian as a wingman? What is the difference, for real?
It's
Robert,
the difference between an Olympic runner and a dead body.
So Robert is like in the shadows, right?
But just handling stuff. Keeping the drinks coming.
Right. Pops out when he's needed.
Pops in. We could communicate full sentences via winking.
Right.
Like, just get it done. He got it done. He got me to the finish line.
Yeah.
And it was a tricky situation. It was a tricky situation. You know, it was an out-of-towner.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful.
Did he go home with the fat one?
No, there was no other one. It was just me.
No other one?
He winged me with nobody else. He was just keeping people away from me.
Really?
Mostly Tim Sabian.
And then what is... give me an example.
Even Mikey heard his story, right, Mikey?
First thing I did when I saw Robert, he's like, "You won't believe what happened last night."
The Cubans on the prowl.
And how does Tim Sabian F it up?
Bro.
Just loud.
Bro.
Tell me.
First, there's a bunch of gangsters hanging out, right? Because...
Well,
gangsters are a lot more fun than hanging out with podcast people. You know what I mean? But the first thing he says, he's like, "Oh, how about that John Gotti movie?" I'm like, get this bum clown bum child prince away. They're gonna stab him. All of a sudden, one guy goes, "Get that giant lesbian away from me."
No, really?
Bro.
That's not good.
This one gangster's eyes were rolling like a pinball machine. He didn't know what. It was so much for him that if a guy showed up in a shark suit and started throwing him out like candy, it would have been less awkward than Tim Sabian going, "Do you guys know Sammy the Bull Girl?" No, he's like,
Who is this guy?
Why would he do that?
I don't know, bro. It was like My Little Pony loose in there. It just made no sense.
And what pants was he wearing?
He was wearing a pair of Dockers that were so up. The back pocket was in his small intestine.
He's got Tim Sabian.
I mean, his wallet was wet.
Oh God!
The credit cards were bent in it. That's the pressure.
Oh, what was that noise?
Oh, we're good.
We're good. I'm just trying to charge my phone.
Oh my!
Is that part of our podcast now?
This is all because he's charging his phone. Definitely.
Oh my God! Anyway, yeah.
Sorry, Joey.
Yeah, Tim's pants are a bit on the tight side.
You think?
He's got an amazing bunt.
Bro. From the back, he looks like Michael Phelps ready to jump into the pool. That's how tight those fucking things are. Because you can see his underwear like Speedo out. Like I see his panty line.
I just snorted. It's one of my favorite things is to talk about Tim Sabian's tight pants. It's one of my favorite things in the world.
And I'm trying to close, man. And I'm closing from zero. Mike, you know what it is when you go from zero? Like, I'm coming out of the gate cold. Like, I don't know this girl. I don't know nothing.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have she has no friend with her.
No, she's by herself solo. And I came with a date. So I'm already with somebody. And then I saw that my date was cold. Full-blown transition. Let that fucking pigeon fly. And they met each other, and then I just jumped on the second one and closed. It was a good day.
And all with Tim Sabian in the room.
With Tim Sabian just screaming and lighting off fireworks. Putting M80s in the toilet. It was a mess. It's like a giant squirrel. I love him.
He walks around like he just put a finger in an electrical. Oh, fuck it. I fucked that one up. Edit that out, Joey. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
You know what I want to get Tim Sabian for Christmas? A pantsuit.
A pantsuit?
Yes.
He does look like Hillary Clinton a little bit.
I think he could. I think he could wear it. I think he would do well with the pants.
Let's let Timmy go.
Timmy's the best. We love Timmy.
I feel bad.
But any chance we get to make fun of his tight pants, we gotta do it.
His pants are in a tight. Do you think it's just because he's stuck on that size? He likes that size?
No, it's been going on for a while. This is old Opie and Anthony history. People love when I bring up the old O&A stuff as a Stalker fan. Their first...
Who's just here to charge his phone?
Yeah. I'm at 83. I'm almost out. Carl, their first show at WISP back in the day when you first got syndicated, your whole show, the first hour, you're like, we're in Philly. Dude, what's up with that dude, Tim Sabian? He has 2 balls. The whole first hour of the show was about his tight pants. So nothing's changed with that dude in 15 years.
I do remember that Tim walked us around Philly, showed us all the historical sites, and this is where Betty Ross, blah, 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 and Benjamin Franklin. And the whole time, me and Jimmy were walking behind him, just pointing at body parts on Tim. We were just pointing and giggling. we were just pointing and giggle. And Tim started having a serious conversation. I think you guys are going to do great here in Philly in syndication, and we're all here to support you. And then he would turn around and we would point at his tiny little ball bag.
I looked like a little robin egg. 2 little robin eggs in a little makeshift nest.
And then
a nest made out of matchsticks and newspaper.
And then he turned around to go to the Liberty Bell or something, and then me and Jimmy backed way off so we could see,
What crack was bigger, his or the one on the bell?
So we could walk behind him and just point at he's making soup in his fucking underwear.
All the pubic hair looks like ramen. Little ramen noodles.
It was supposed to be this really huge bonding experience.
I'm not lying. This is total truth. When I'm going in for the kill, I become hyper aware of everything.
Yeah.
And the girl that I'm talking to at one point was looking at me and kept looking down at Tim Sabian's sweaty pants because he's a shuffler. You know what I mean? Like one moment he was like on the right of me, then he was on the left of me. He's like a wizard. He just keeps popping wherever he can be loudest and most in the way. That's where Timmy's gonna be. And he was he's like, "This is great, Carl. You're hanging out with mobsters and that is she in a attorney? I'm like, she's a prosecutor, bro. Shut up.
Right.
He's like, in the same room? I'm like, this is where they belong. Like, what is wrong with
Of course, this is where they feel most comfortable.
Exactly.
Right.
And everything he experienced was out loud.
Right.
There's an elevator. Doors open. How? What are you drinking? Delicious. I was like, oh my God.
Basically, he vocalizes every thought
everything.
that goes through his brain.
Go to the bathroom, number one. And I'm trying to close. I'm sending one home and putting one in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was like the first one, the pitcher. You know what I mean? She wasn't getting it down the pipe, so I had to call in for the relief, and that relief there, she was pitching.
You had to call him the lefty,
and she was pitching heat.
Really,
pitching. And Robert, I tell you, I owe Robert a dinner. He was just Marty Brodeur. He blocked everything that was coming at me.
Nice, good for Robert.
He even blocked some other girl.
Right. Where's Robert? Let's get him on the as we try out this new studio at Westwood One. I like it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's potential.
It does.
Right.
I could, for a closet.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do?
Are we going to get live calls and stuff?
Yeah, I think so. As my voice gets higher, because I'm starting to think where I used to be in this business.
Hold on, this is my boy Aaron May.
Who's Aaron? Oh,
Chef.
Yeah.
You don't hear that static?
I hear static. Mike's saying that.
I guess we're good with the static?
I don't know. Maybe it's just in the old headphones. Who knows?
So if I can hear it, can everybody else hear it?
I would assume so, but Mike, who is insisting it's not a problem, we'll find out when we put this podcast out.
Oh, now Aaron May's up. Oh, that
All
sucks.
Right. Get Robert down here. Let's get Robert on the podcast. I'll write him.
Yeah, I just texted him. He's coming down.
Oh, is he really? Okay.
Tell him to bring water because I'm thirsty.
Yeah.
God, there's no service here. At least at Sirius XM, you had that weirdo Campos that would bring stuff.
Bring some refreshments and stuff.
6 for him and 1 for me.
That was weird being outside Sirius XM today. Carl was in the area. Well, Carl was in the area, so I met him there. That was a little strange to be outside that building, huh? It brought back memories, though.
Not good ones.
Huh? I don't know. I've moved on, and I wish them nothing but the best. What are you going to do, Carl? Right? Are you going to just just dwell on it, or do you move on from those things? What do you think?
I dwell on everything. I run on spite.
Really?
Oh.
I have no spite. I wish him nothing but the best. It was very weird to be outside that building today.
Oh, hold on.
I'm
sorry. I know we're doing a podcast, but I got to take this phone call. What's up, man? Talk to me. Yo, did you hook up Pryles with that Resi?
What's that?
Jess Pryles. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, who is that person?
She's a big barbecue girl in Austin, and she's a smoke show, too.
And she's a what?
She's good looking. Opie's laughing.
I'm trying to find out how important it was to you.
It is important. It is important.
Okay, I'll take care of her.
Yeah, if you can hook her up, because she promised me a date at the Golden Corral in Austin if I get her the reservation.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you just said, but I'll take care of it.
Thank you, man. I love you. I'll call you later.
All right, bye.
So I mean,
Aaron May, he just texted me. You can hear the static.
Yeah. And then I got
Come on, Rob, coming in.
And then I got to run into my old friend Demos. It was nice to say hi to him.
What's radio
outside.
stuff? Do I go tap on the window? Turn on 3. How about? Does that work?
Yeah, that works. So
See, I had the thumbs up.
I was just telling Carl we started outside Sirius XM today. It was a little weird. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then a good friend of mine, Demos, who I've known since he was 18 years old, and I took care of him back in the day. He stopped by and wished me the best, and we chatted for a couple minutes, and then we finally walked over to Westwood One. Yeah.
So you had a nice day out in the New York City heat and went by the old school?
Okay, first of all, that shit's got it. I'm glad I'm in here, first of all.
Why?
Second of all, I don't understand why Mike doesn't bring me water. He's literally texting his girlfriend right now.
You want water? I'm trying to run the mic here with some static going through.
You just push record and make sure the mics are on. Go. I hate.
Opie makes me walk. First of all, he calls me at 11 o'clock in the morning. Like, let's do podcast stuff. I said, no problem. And I finally run into him at 3.
So you were wandering around New York alone?
He's like, sorry, man. Ran into Goomba Johnny. Like, I give a fuck.
You know who Goomba Johnny
I know
is?
Goomba Johnny, yeah.
we go way back as well. Another radio guy.
Yeah, another.
Who was in, what's that? He's been in those Marvel TV shows on.
Yeah, he does a little acting.
A little acting.
Yeah, exactly. Give
Yeah.
me the water, Mike. Thank you. And then, Carl, when I finally called him, he happened to be close to Sirius XM. I'm like, you know what? It'd be kind of fun to start this podcast from outside the building. A little weird. Because you don't know if there's going to be, like, people coming out. You know what I mean?
Did security, did they form a perimeter?
I walked through the lobby because then I found, because I couldn't find.
Oh, you went in the building.
I walked through through the middle of it because there's an area you could walk from one side to the other. So I didn't see him on what's our old street? 48th. So I walked through to go to 47th. He's outside the Fox area.
It was my fault because I made him wonder because I wanted to get a picture of him with the podcast, and I got it.
He caught me by
I put it on my
surprise.
Instagram.
That's the Bigfoot shot on your Instagram.
Yeah, that's the one that. And I put celebrity sighting of Bill O'Reilly.
So this idiot sees me for a couple minutes with his giant podcast equipment and doesn't say a word. He just wants me to look like a fool for a while.
Exactly.
But when I walked through the building, the security guys were always really cool to me. The one guy saw me right away. I wasn't trying to go upstairs or anything. And he looked at me, pointed, just started laughing. I go, yep, that's me. Do what you got to do.
Did you interview him?
Huh? No. But I wasn't going to interview anyone, but we were outside, and then my old friend Demos walked by, so I put him on for a minute or two.
Now that I have Robert here,
Yeah.
and Robert's right because Robert knows how to speak shady code like me. I just want to personally thank Robert, one of the best wingmen I've ever dealt with in New York. You really got it done.
Anytime.
Good job.
He was telling me,
Good
you
job.
stay in the shadows.
Just blocking everything.
Little is more, right? Mm-hmm. You don't get too involved.
Just got it done. Great wingman. Great. It was a great transition. I had to transition from one thing to another, and he took care
But
of
it doesn't sound like it was a wingman situation because it doesn't sound like there was another girl.
No, Tim Sabian was going to be the
Robert had to walk off with Tim and make out with him in the corner. so you had some time.
Robert came back. He's like, I banged him. You're good. he's sleepy poo now.
I took one for the team.
I took one for the team. I raped him.
I took one for the team.
And now we sent him to Chicago. See, I got him out of town.
He's in Chicago. Yeah, well.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because the wingman's supposed to, take care of the one that has their arms folded.
Well, and it's not just.
You promised me we'd be home by midnight.
But that's also not a significant other kind of a thing. That's
Right.
there are people within a circle I've learned over the years that think they're looking out and probably are looking out,
Right.
But maybe miss the signals of I got it, I'm handled. So you need to call in a reinforcement, which I believe, if I read it right, was what I saw.
You did a good job.
Right, very good job.
Happy to
good.
help anytime.
So this is our new studio, huh?
Yeah, it's a little refurbished.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
I'm not a radio guy.
Uh-huh.
How come the room for the producer guy is bigger than this one? His apartment looks like Coming to America when Arsenio Hall redoes it with the hot tub and everything.
It's giant, and you can tell the AC is way better in there.
Oh, his hair! I can
tell.
see his eyebrows flapping in the
Right.
wind.
What the hell, Robert?
He's getting a hot shave in there.
Well, we had to pull out equipment that was recovered from the Germans at the end of the war, so that's kind of why this is all.
He ain't lying. When I first was thinking about coming to Westwood One, they took me through this, and they promised that they would build this out. I didn't believe you guys at the time, but the equipment in here was incredibly old, and it was a lot of dust. Oh, my God. Pretty much cobwebs on the stuff. I don't think
There were
anyone...
78 RPM records. That's how commercials got played. I mean, this building's been here since the 20s.
Yeah,
so.
I think this room sat here for a long, long time. But you're going to put a love seat in the corner?
We've asked marketing. They're looking at colors right now, trying to either match that blue or that purple, I think.
Just get us a love seat.
So you're saying there's a 50% chance that there's going to be a purple couch in here? I quit.
We'll get one of those, slip covers for it.
Okay.
Just,
Or
plastic.
Drape Tim
Make it
Sabian's
feel like
giant
home.
pants on top. His neoprene khakis.
He hates when we do this.
Oh, I know he
'cause
does.
He's a big-time executive. I'm
But
like,
now he's in Chicago.
I go, Tim, I got this. I could balance the fact
you
that
can't.
you're a big-time executive and also show that you're kind of a goofball. Right, Robert? Come
Exactly.
on.
Yes.
Come on. This room, what's the size of this room for the people? I would say that's not even 10 feet across that way. That's maybe 10 feet across that way, let's say. And then maybe 12 feet this way. So we're looking at probably a 10 by 12 foot room right now.
Right. For those of you that are obsessive about Opie and Carl and Vic's Instagram, it's probably 1.5 Carls wide and about 2 Vic's long.
That's all right. It'll do.
Yeah, look, the microphones work. The water comes in. We'll get a mini fridge for beer.
Well, the mics sort of work. There's a lot of static going on, and Mike swears that he can't hear it, so this should be okay.
I'm just trying to get a love seat in here. I have a lot of room here. I might get a sectional up in here.
You can get bunk beds in there.
Dude, this is nicer than the creepy cabin, though.
No, it's not.
This is nicer than the creepy cabin.
You think so?
Yes. Okay. No bugs.
No bugs.
No bugs.
But people.
Huh?
But a lot of people.
You don't like people? You like people.
Not anymore.
No, what happened to you?
A lot of things. Some are well documented.
You're a man of the people, though.
Oh my god.
You are a man of the people. I'm trying to I'm trying to follow your lead a little bit.
That's not working.
I'm trying to be a little more friendly.
You are trying to be friendly,
right?
To the
see
schizophrenic
You see
in
it?
the street, not to normal.
Naked
people.
Cowboy recognized me today.
He did.
Oh,
He
really?
totally did.
Yep.
That was really awkward.
And then I awkwardly was telling him that he's still in really good shape. But I had to say it because I've known him since, he said he's celebrating his 20th anniversary. He's trying to get a life-size statue made of him for Times Square. I don't know if he'll ever get that done, but he's pretty famous for the Times Square.
Yeah?
For the people that don't know, we should explain. Guy, naked cowboy, so all he wears is cowboy boots and really, really tight underpants. And I learned years ago he's got a couple layers on.
Right.
You know, because he doesn't want his fucking dick popping out.
Right.
And then that's it. Even in the winter, he dresses like that. That's all he's got on is his underpants, cowboy hat, guitar, and cowboy boots. Yeah.
It's a big dude.
Yeah, he'll fuck you up.
And there was a girl for a while, right? Didn't there? There was
Sandy Kane?
Ixnay on the girl, eh?
Why?
She sued you.
Twice.
She sued you?
Yeah, I love her.
For what?
I love her.
What did she sue you for?
Sandy Kane goes back to the O&A days, and she's the naked cowgirl. And the naked cowboy sued her and everything. And she gets mad when I say her age, but she's way up there.
Like what? Like
say an age.
25?
Way higher.
105?
Well above 50.
Wow.
Well above 50. And she goes there with just pasties on.
Ooh.
With these boobs that pretty much fall. And I broke her guitar doing one of my dumb bits.
Of course you did.
And then she sued me. And this is why I love her, for real. And it pissed Anthony off at the time. And I had to talk it. I had to explain to him that it's actually really funny. So she has a frivolous lawsuit against us because I busted her guitar. We had to go all the way downtown, take a day off from the radio show, go down there, wait all day, and all these small claims cases are going before us because she's not there yet. We wait all day listening to this landlord and the tenant and all this horse shit, right? Which was really entertaining to me. And she never showed. So then... What, Mike?
Just showed me a picture of Sandy Kane.
Oh, yeah, that was the perfect time to show him a picture of Sandy Kane. We're going to teach him timing and rhythm and all that, right? Right. That's your job, Robert.
Okay.
As a wingman for the podcast. So long story short, we're there all day. She never shows. So we go to the judge like, you got to throw this out. She's not here. I'm going to give her another chance. So then they put it back on the docket for, I don't know, a few months down the road. Had to do the whole thing again.
Did she show up?
Never showed up.
She got you good.
She was busted our balls. And then I came to the realization she's never showing up. This is hilarious.
Right.
And that broke the ice. And then she started doing the radio show again after suing us. Yeah.
Did you ever get her a new guitar?
See, when I cause destruction, I throw money at it.
Right.
So I gave her way more money than what that guitar was worth, but she still sued us.
Jesus.
There were probably 4 of them sitting in the closet in NEW that had been there since the 70s.
And you know what? All the money I gave her, the lawsuits, she still plays the exact same guitar with the giant hole in it that I put in it. She does.
Well, now it's a conversation piece.
So if you go to Times Square, look for Sandy Kane. She's wonderful. Oh, she was in that movie too. Oscar-nominated film that I didn't see. Help me out. A little independent film she was in.
About?
It's about a motel. It's
Psycho?
well, she could have played the corpse, that's for sure.
Oh!
Hey! Hey-oh!
Hey now!
And you know, she's got like, she swears it's not genital herpes, but she's got a growth.
Let me tell you something. First of all,
Yeah.
the minute you say she swears it's not a herpes, if you're even arguing that something is a herpes, you're out.
I'm convinced it is.
Well, whatever it is, you're out.
But you don't want to
I
get.
don't care if it's moon rocks.
But you don't want to get. You don't want to.
You gotta go. You gotta go. You're out.
But you don't want to get sued by her. So I'm saying she's telling me it's
Why?
not.
She won't even show up. I'll say whatever I want.
We swore it was genital herpes at the time.
Right.
She says it was a shaving accident that grew out of control. Somehow she cut herself down there, and then some.
And then all of a sudden she looks
grew.
like masked
Yeah.
down there.
It's half an ear hanging
Ugh.
to the side of her vagina. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just far enough away, but close enough.
Yeah, I'm out. I'm out.
What's the name of the movie, man?
I can't find her on IMDb.
The Florida Project?
Yes! Mikey!
Mikey, charging the phone, knowing the facts.
Our old friend Sandy Kane's in that movie, yeah, and it did very well.
I'm going to add myself into the conversation. You want to hear my first appearance on Opie and Anthony?
Nope.
I ate raw lamb liver off Sandy Kane's foot in the Wheel of Crap Challenge. I was 16 years old at WNEW. They had the Survivor Challenge to win WrestleMania tickets. I went there, ate raw lamb liver off Sandy Kane's foot and
twice.
threw up. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, bro.
And he's been a stalker ever since. Anyway, yeah, well.
But that's an ultimate success story, by the way. The guy's been stalking you for 20 years, and he's here in the booth.
Oh, this looks like
Hey,
success.
Robert, you're a big deal here at Westwood One. Can you put like shades on this thing or like a Venetian blind?
Sure, we'll get a little curtain action.
Close it up. Mike is crazy. Mike says everything 3 times. Lamb liver off a foot. Lamb liver off a foot. The lamb liver off a foot. Yeah, right. And I've been here ever since. Every story he has ends with, and I've been here ever since.
Right. Oh, more static. That's great.
Oh, that's Mike's phone. He's getting a call. His Amazon packages got home. That's his Ring app. He's checking on who's ringing his doorbell right now.
In a way, I hope there is static. I mean, we hear the static, but he's saying that, it's not.
It's definitely static. Mike is just giving us the blow through that it's okay.
Right.
Joey is going to murder him on this spot. It's this. All right, guys, and then he's gonna it's gonna be a murder scene.
I gotta say, for the record, so Joey is a major professional, audio professional, and he wants everything to sound perfect. And we love each other, and he's a great addition to this whole podcast.
And every time I call him, I'm like, I call him with terrible news. I'm like, hey, Joey, can you take something out that I said? He's like, what? I'm like, all of it. He's like, from what minute to what minute? I'm like, from minute 1, I think, to minute 43. No bueno.
Right. But see, the conflict is I want to be doing a lot of these podcasts out and about on the street. So you got street noise, you got the wind, you got subways, you got buses, everyone's honking, you got dogs. It's driving him insane because he's a true professional.
Right.
But to me, I'm like, I love all the noise that's around us when we're out there. It's just trying to record it better and keep it to a minimum. And that's what me and Joey are working on. But it drives him insane, especially when people bitch about it.
I can't.
But we're
wait.
trying to do better with that.
In my left ear, I hear the little static.
Yeah.
And Joey is going to punch there's going to be holes in his wall.
It could just be the headphones, too.
It might
No way.
We don't know.
Look at Mike. You see the nod? Like Mike's confident. Like,
yeah,
I absolutely. And that's why I'm still here.
Look, if you're hearing this and it's crystal clear, okay, fine. But when we recorded this, there's a lot of static all
There is
over
no
the place.
way they're not going to hear this shit. Like in my ears going. It's quieter on the street.
Sounds like we're making bacon.
It does.
See, but now all that street stuff, I was hearing the last episode, and I thought, it would be a great. And I haven't told Tim yet.
Yeah.
I'm going to work it through sales first. But I think you could do a whole compilation. Like, take a vacation. We'll just do half an hour of just all of the podcast noise. You setting up podcast noise.
Beautiful.
Podcast noise.
I got an idea for a podcast episode that I ran by Joey.
Does it involve plants?
I don't want to give it away,
Okay.
but it's
That's
going
good.
to drive everyone insane. And Carl pointed out today how I love fucking driving
He revels in
insane.
people hating him. I've never seen anything like it. Like, I strive my whole life like, hey, I'm trying to be a nice guy. This guy's like, that guy is so mad at me right now.
So anyway, with the audio thing, though, there's a video that I put on my YouTube channel when Mike Bichetti's pal Sal was secretly filming me.
Right.
And because it was video, I put it up on my YouTube channel. So the audio quality of that video is not good whatsoever. So everyone has assumed that's how the podcast sounds. So that's driving Joey nuts. I had nothing to do with that. The actual recording of that episode is way better than that video recording.
Right.
Because they didn't want good. They didn't want good audio or video because they were secretly taping me. In the end, I was fine with it.
Sure.
But I was like, you guys were filming me the whole time? What the fuck, man?
Not
It
wrong
was like
with
this
that.
weird kind of it was a low angle if I remember.
Oh, yeah.
right?
Oh, yeah, it
Catch a
was.
Predator angle.
Yeah, it was.
Fucking Opie over there doing undercover boss at Mike Bichetti's house.
I'm just trying to do a podcast.
I'm just here for the cookies.
Jesus.
I was just
That's
trying
when
to-
I was in there talking, killing it.
Yeah, you were. I was just trying to do this podcast from Mike Bichetti's house with his mom. And, you got the yip yap dog. And then I hear the creak of a closet door opening because they're filming me. Like, what is going on in this place?
I might be in trouble, Opie.
Why? What's up?
Just checking my text messages to see if this girl texts me. I might like somebody. That's no good.
Really? Oh, you're checking over and over again for text messages?
Yes. Shit.
Oh, you're done,
Shit,
my brother.
Shit.
You
Just when I started.
are done.
Just when I started getting that full power.
Can I tell you a really douchey story? Oh my! Now I can only hear in one headphone. Okay, I'm back.
You're gonna tell us a douchey story. You got a fucking catalog of those. Pick.
So when I first started dating my wife, I don't know why, but I only had a picture of one of her eyes.
Shut this shit down. Mike, we're going home.
I only had a picture of one of her
Even
eyes.
your
Like
super
half her
even,
face? Like what the
even your super fan cringed.
I gotta.
I'm done.
I
All right, we're
gotta.
done, Mike. Wrap it up.
I gotta ask my wife why I only had a
Don't-
picture of one
I'm
of her
gonna do-
eyes
I'm
because
gonna
I
do-
don't remember exactly, but it was all I had at the time because we first started dating. Right? It was way before the smartphones. You really didn't have pictures on your phones. Back then, I was on a BlackBerry that sort of started. You were able to get a picture or two out. Anyway, my sister was in the city visiting me, and I was like just ridiculously in love with my wife, and I was trying to brag to my sister, and I'm showing her the picture of my now wife and her just one eye, and I was going, man, isn't she beautiful?
But was it like
Lindsay, I was talking to Opie about this today when I was sitting in the bathroom. I was talking about my ex-wife and Lindsay. How funny was that shit, Opie?
That was not right.
I was sitting there
That
with
was
Opie,
not nice.
and I was like, your wife was hot, man. I said I didn't realize how hot she was till my wife stood next to her. And they look like a different species. Like, how purses, they have like a standard, like a standard length from your shoulder to the purse. So they both have the same purses, and Lindsay's standing next to Marie, and my wife's purse is literally dragging on the floor because her body's all odd, and she has these like giant feet and this big head, but all her eyes are all close together. And then Lindsay's standing there like Wonder Woman, and I'm just shaking my head. I'm like, that's what a couple more million do. Look at that. You cross all the T's and dot the I's. Sure. You know what I mean? Wow, mine looks like a preemie that got loose out of the hospital. Her hair extensions are falling out. What a mess.
But was this like a
Well, who was killing the cockroaches though with their shoes?
My Marie with her giant Sasquatch foot. Lindsay. I think the roach came out of her purse.
Out of her purse?
Out of Marie's purse. Because it's so close to the ground.
Right.
hopped in for a
Yeah,
ride?
just hopped in and had-
out. Right, yeah.
It was trying to commit suicide. The person's too low to the ground. Cockroaches walking away going,
fuck. And
who picked up their shoe and smashed it right in front of everyone? I'm trying to remember.
my wife.
It was her. Okay.
For the $500 sandal. She's like, I got it.
And then whack right in front of everyone.
And Lindsay,
this thing
Lindsay is like very, very calm no matter what.
Right.
She's like, oh, thank you.
She's a Philly girl, man. She's seen way worse than
My
that.
wife's face is full of roach blood and shit. She's
Full on splatters.
all over her
CSI
Wonder
has
Bra.
to come in.
Yeah.
But
What
now,
a
why
mess.
did you have Was it like a printed out picture?
I got
Robert, I was happy we were done with this, bro. He's literally talking about having a picture of somebody's eye. That's
all
I
I
thought
had.
maybe it was folded over. It was in his wallet. It got torn.
I will talk about it on a future episode because I don't remember why I only had a picture of one of her eyes. But
she has
I'm trying to
two. I mean,
sell
I met
that
her.
to my
She has
sister.
two.
Like,
Okay.
look how beautiful
Right.
she is. I'm in love. Blah 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 blah.
unbelievable. Is my mic on? I don't hear it myself.
I don't know. The volume went way low in my headphones. Who knows?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, did you what'd you do? You just adjusted volume.
All I did was touch the volume because Carl's laughing so loud, so I had to make it a little lower.
Mike, get your fat hands off the board or whatever you're touching. Stop touching it. Jeez.
We're good.
Please tell me you're not licensed to carry.
He doesn't know.
He was lowering you out of the mix there, Carl.
He's trying to
Not
fucking take
good.
my thing. He's trying to take my gig. You could have it, bro. Just
Oh, I don't want the gig. And you called me an intern during the Bruce Pritchard thing, and everyone on Twitter is calling me intern boy now.
Oh, shit, that's a shame, man.
Yeah.
Intern.
You know what? Mark this day. Mark this day.
This is when it started.
The toxic environment has begun. Congratulations.
It started already, right?
It started already.
Jesus, this radio thing is fun.
Everything
tough.
was Shark Tank
It's
until
tough.
it was a studio.
Right. Yes, see, that's why we can't be in here.
Or-
this sounds great, we're having a good time, but I ain't staying and doing too many of these in here.
Oh, you better because the other way sucks.
and forgive me for this idea, but I've been reading.
You're forgiven.
No, you got to
Here we
bring what's that? It's that sage stuff, right?
No!
Oh, you want some?
He walks around with
Bro,
yes,
man.
Mike, watch this.
Sage.
Yo, the shaman shit is
This
real.
is for the abandoned building.
I almost fought him.
This is for the
Before.
abandoned building. We need matches. Don't forget matches.
I got you. Julia gave me sage to give to you for the studio.
Told you.
Just a bunch of
This is shaman. I got
weird-
two. I got one for Carl. I'm sorry, Robert, but I did bring you a moon rock though. If you want a moon rock, where's my moon rocks?
I brought my sage. It's called an Ed Brown 45 ACP.
Oh my God.
That's my sage.
Yeah, let me see. I got a moon rock for you.
Look at that.
Moon-
See?
Oh, yay! I hope that goes to hell.
Okay, where's my moon rocks?
Jesus.
Don't make fun of this shit.
Oh, God.
There you go. Moon rocks. You want one, Robert?
Like from the actual moon.
Huh?
Yeah, where his brain's from.
Oh, I got to get on all fours and find my moon rock.
That's what.
Carl, take it away. I got to find my moon rock.
I'm not saying anything.
He's literally crawling on the ground.
right,
He's
I
found
found
the
it.
moon rock and he's back.
I hope Talkspace you're using that shit, bro, because you need it.
Talkspace.com. Do we have a live read there, Mikey?
We got two of them.
Let's.
Can we do it? Because I'm itching to check my text message. I might be going down, Ope.
Fuck. Really?
I'm feeling it.
Which one is this?
The one from that thing that I told you. From that other thing.
I can't. I mean,
Jesus.
There are
There's
so
another
many
Tim
things.
Sabian. Skinny Tim Sabian. Which one? The one from 32 Oakland Drive? Skinny Tim Sabian.
I was thinking the one for the pub.
I called her.
Did you really?
I call every girl.
And what happened?
Check it in.
She checked in though.
Just keep it. Yeah. Keep
She
it.
said hi. Yeah, we talked about that on the first episode of the from Philly. No, the second when we were coming home. Yeah. And we stopped at the pub, which that place was awesome.
He ate like a man. I was so happy.
No joke, the best filet I've ever had in my life.
You know,
And he suggested
even the joke stop.
You
know,
suggested the fillet.
No, he.
No, I
Oh,
did. I suggested this filet for him. It really works there. Like
Sure.
with the char grill, it just sometimes filet, it doesn't have flavor, right? Not really. But when you char it like that on the outside, it's delicious because you get all that caramelization on the top, and then in the middle, it's just tender.
Yeah.
Just delicious.
Because we were at this steak joint, the pub. It's close to. People were bitching that it's not officially in Camden. It's just over the Benjamin Franklin Bridge down
Who's
there in
bitching?
Philly.
Who's literally
They're like, I forgot what town they said it's in, but it's technically not Camden. I'm like, whatever, dude, just go with it. And you know, I knew it was a really nice steak place, so I asked Carl, like, for real, which one should I order? Because I do order a lot of fillets. I either go filet or porterhouse. Simple as that. And he goes, no, this is a place that you should order the filet. And man, that thing melted in my mouth. Oh, yeah. It was so damn good.
So from a listener perspective, so I was listening to that. You're talking about the sign and
Right.
restaurants should say what they're about
Yeah.
without being cute and all that sort of stuff. And you guys were walking in, and I'm listening to it, and I can visualize and almost feel. So I want to check to make sure I got this right. They probably banned smoking in that restaurant an hour and a half ago.
Yeah,
Does
exactly.
but does it have the tobacco stain?
It's yellowed.
Like, up this.
Everything
okay.
is yellowed inside, and it's beautiful.
Creaky kinda old wood.
The cake carousel, the refrigerator
yeah.
one, is old and it's starting to rust on the bottom because it's so old. But they
And
keep fixing
haven't
it.
really cleaned it.
No, they've cleaned it.
Oh, no,
That's
it-
why it's rusty.
The place was spotless.
When you don't clean things, they don't rust inside
I'm
of a
thinking of a
restaurant.
diner.
Right,
Yeah,
but
you're
that
right.
means that it keeps getting hit with the mop.
Okay.
And that's what the rust
Yeah,
on the mop.
this place was spotless.
It was spotless.
And I felt like I said it on that podcast, like I was going back in time, having dinner with my family when I was growing up, like
Right.
a Ground Round, right? Or like, you know what I mean? Those type of places.
All right, I'm checking my messages.
All right. Well, we could wrap up. We just want to come to Westwood One and try out the new studio. We start outside Sirius, which was weird, but it kind of made sense for this podcast, I guess.
Sure.
Sometimes these things just work out on their own. We did many years over there, and I met Carl there. Then we walked over, and I like this little joint that you guys made for me. Thank you, Robert.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate it, for real. I'm very appreciative.
You are very appreciative.
I'm very appreciative the first year of
Who are you calling?
Huh?
Who are you calling?
I'm calling people too. But I'm really appreciative the first year, and then maybe I'm going to try to be appreciative into the second year. If we get a second year with Westwood One.
I doubt it. We're going to fuck this up.
You think?
Yeah, this is pretty much the end.
I'm calling Sherrod.
Is he still sleeping?
No, he just texted me. He wants to know if we're still doing the other podcast.
We're doing another one?
Yes.
I'm exhausted.
Or you
have reached the voice.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, this was fun. I like the place. We'll add some stuffed animals, and we got a little love seat for the corner, right?
Yeah, we'll work on that, sure.
All right. Thank you, Robert, for real. Thank everybody at Westwood One who put this together. I don't know who to thank yet. So
Oh, good. She texted me.
she did. Oh, now you can breathe. Look at you.
Let's do another hour.
Where does
Now
she?
I'm okay.
Where does she live?
Fuck it. Who cares? Earth.
No,
You don't even know how to talk code. You've been married too long, bro.
but I'm just saying, like, if she
I
doesn't.
think Opie's a pillow talker. Like, he'll come home and say everything. Carl's having sex with the whole world. Where's my yogurt parfait? He's such a fucking full-blown turncoat pillow talker. We are done talking about shit. I bet you the next time Lindsay sees you, she's going to spit on the floor in front of me.
No.
Because the shit that I tell Opie.
No.
I'm like, she's in the freezer. Carl. You know what Carl told me?
Sherrod just wrote, "I will ring you back in a few minutes." So something's going on there.
Yeah, sure.
But anyway,
that's what's going on.
no, I was asking if she was in the area, because if she is, then I know you're going to probably bail on continuing to podcast. That's all. That was the only reason I was asking. But it sounds like we
Right, that doesn't sound right, right?
it sounds like we got open road.
But when have I ever bailed on a podcast?
That's true.
No, and I think you would, especially this early into a whatever, you'd want to make sure that it was on your terms.
I think this one's got me, bro.
No.
Even more so, why you got to make sure it's on your terms.
Dude, I'm nervous.
Really?
I was sending her I sent her like a heart emoji and shit. Real bad shit. You want to hear my opening line?
Yes. I do. I can't look at you. Go ahead. This is where you turn it to me. Go ahead. Who are you kidding? You got it in you.
I have Spectrum now right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we're on a golf cart. We're in a golf cart going back to my room because I throw parties in my room. They're legendary. If anybody have ever been to my room, I've delivered babies for it. I think that's how
Right.
the eclectic mix. And I'm with a pro football player.
Don't name names.
I'm not.
No names.
Sup, Jay? So holla. So no, I'm just joking. But his name really is Jay. But what we're doing is, so there's not a lot of room in the golf cart. Let me see how I said it. It was so nice. So she's sitting on my lap. And I tell the driver, I said of the golf cart, I said, "Can you slow down?" He's like, "Why?" I said, "Because this girl's angel wing feathers are poking me in the eye." And everyone in the cart's like, "Are you fucking serious?" And she was like, "Oh my God, thank you." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Oh my
it
God.
worked. The corny shit works.
You got the fever.
Fuck. I know when I was leaving, I was like, "Son of a bitch."
You run into full check though, right? You got to run full background checks these days.
Oh no. I spin the revolver, buddy. You think if I ran a backroom truck, I would have married that gypsy that showed up?
Well, see,
What's the odds that it happens twice?
Yeah.
I've had drugs planted on me by a psycho. I will.
No, come on, Robert.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
Listen, to tell you real stuff. I don't care. I don't even look into that stuff. I do now. Do you know that a week after I was married, I found out that she didn't have green eyes. They were contacts.
No, the whole time.
The whole time.
Really?
One contact fell out. I'm like, oh shit.
Really?
She never said nothing or nothing. I thought she had green eyes.
Man, tell the story, Robert.
All right,
Yeah,
so
come on. Robert's just devastated.
I was seeing this girl when I lived down in Georgia for a little while, and it just wasn't going to go anymore. So I ended it, and that takes 3 weeks of conversation ending and ending.
Whoa! That she sounds like a nerd. Because the girls I said I'm leaving, they're like, bye.
No, this one was clingy and followy, right? It would show up places, and she had borrowed a duffel bag from me, and then my psychiatrist friend said, just let it go. You don't need the bag back. But I'm stubborn.
Robert,
I'm from Jersey.
Wait, we got to back up. Sorry, I'm gonna have to call you out, like I do with Opie. Your psychiatrist friend.
Yeah.
You're shrink. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden you're just sitting there with bullshitting about psych shit with your psychologist friend.
I have a friend who's a psychiatrist.
Yeah, and you pay him an hour. Go ahead, go.
So I don't listen. I do the trade of stuff, right? And I get this bag, and she says, "Listen, this new job must be really stressing you out." So I left. She goes, "Well." She gives me this hug, and she goes, I left some de-stress stuff in that bag for you. And listen, when everything goes to shit, and it will, you just call me, and I'll help you pick it up, and we'll just leave this area, and we'll just build a whole new life. I'm like, whatever. And I'm driving down the road, and I'm replaying the conversation in my head, and I'm like, who? Wait a second. She said when all the shit. Oh! Who says when? Right. Isn't it if? Fucking hair in the back of my neck stands up. I pull off the side of the road into it, like the next exit, a little strip mall kind of a thing. Pull in the back of the parking lot, pop open the trunk, pop open the bag. There are 5 pill bottles. You're starting to put. It's like Bruce Willis at the end of Sixth Sense. You're starting to put shit together. 5 pill bottles from 4 different doctors with her name on it, full of opioids.
Oh.
And an ounce of weed. So I just put all that in a garbage bag. Kind of wipe everything down, throw it away, pull into the town I was living in, and as soon as I crossed the town line, there's 16 different ways to get into a small city, right? She knew the way I traveled. 2 black and white start following me.
Oh,
followed me.
Fuck!
Swear to God, followed me all the way into the apartment complex. I'm 10 and 2 the whole time, just under the limit. Don't give me any reason to, right? Pull into my parking space, get out, leave everything where I don't pull anything out of the trunk. As if nothing's wrong. I go in the apartment, lock the door. 45 minutes, I'm peeking through the Venetian blinds. Then they leave. I don't leave the apartment until 4 o'clock the next morning. Like the dogs, I'm like, here you go. Walk the dog at 4 in the morning. Don't see anything. Grab the bag, run in. I'm just petrified that I missed something.
Right.
So, fortunately, I didn't. 2 days later, she calls me at night. I know it's all right. I pick up the phone. I'm like, what's up? She goes, how was your ride home?
Oh, my
fine.
God. This is like it.
She's like surprised that I picked up the phone. She goes, was it uneventful? I'm like, yeah. Well, just why would you ask that? Well, just sometimes it's a Saturday. I'm like, all right, whatever. And she said, hey, did you find what I left you? I'm like, yeah, you mentioned something about de-stressing. What is it? Oh, you didn't find? I was like, no. I mean, is it like a candle or like tea or something? And why don't you? Well, why don't you tell me what I'm looking for in the bag? And she's all cagey on the phone.
Holy shit!
So I know she's taping me. So I'm like, well, there's nothing in the bag. I pretend like I'm going through the bag because I'd already done it 3 times. There's nothing in here. What am I looking for? Nothing. And she hangs up.
Wow.
So the coda to the whole thing is that when I first met her, I was in a real low place, and she would say things, like, how did she know that I feel this way and all that?
I love this fucking story.
After that
You're in love.
incident,
Carl's in love.
After that, but she's, the people
Is she
that will
around?
say, people who will speak in cliches.
Because she'd be like, if she
all
does,
the time.
if a girl does that to me and be like, "What'd you find in the bag?" I'm like, nothing, but I got an extra $3,500 right now. Store's open.
I found out that she had
Right, Mike?
she'd gone through my entire Twitter profile, Instagram, everything, going back 10 years, Facebook, and was saying, paraphrasing to me.
Robert, you got that good D like that?
I got
cuz?
conned.
You got
Big
D that
time.
makes girls crazy? You got that crazy D?
Good for you. Yeah, he's got to be hung.
Yeah.
You got to be hung, Robert.
You got me beat because all I do is end up in court.
That's the hand that rocks the cradle shit.
Yeah.
She was-
Remember that movie
Right.
from the old days?
And you're putting the pieces together, and you realize
That story's so good, I didn't even check if this new girl texts me for 5 minutes.
she had all the other guys she complained about. Everyone's, one of these people. It's always somebody else's fault, right? Well, this is a con artist. She knows I have a thing for broken wings, so it's, yeah. So now forget it. You
Joey
gotta
Q broken wings right now.
yeah.
Take these broken wings.
So the lesson there,
again.
you gotta.
Robert's got that D.
You can't put on Tim Sabian's pants.
No way. Nope. I think you're smuggling a midget down there. Big D Robert. Robert Private
Good
Dick.
for Robert.
Good for
and
you,
he's
man.
not denying it. That's great.
That's good.
Yeah, that's
gotta
a
be
big that's a
careful.
big dick story, right?
Yeah.
All right, with that, why don't we go, man? We're gonna
Where we
go.
going?
I don't know. We came here just to try out the Westwood One studio.
How long have we been talking here?
Who knows? How long, Mikey?
You don't know.
54 minutes and 19 minutes with static. Not bad, bro. You good?
All right, yeah. So we'll be. I guess we'll start doing some episodes from here now that that we tried it out. Yeah, we just gotta make it homey. That's all, Robert.
Yeah, it'd be good. Maybe air conditioning would be dope.
Like a Pearl Jam poster.
Boo.
A Scarface poster for Carl.
Yeah,
over
you got to
here.
cancel one out. So one Pearl Jam.
One Pearl Jam.
I get
one
a Scarface.
All right.
I don't even get a band. I get a movie.
That would be perfect.
Because he doesn't even know what music I listen to. He's like, yeah, I'll do Pearl Jam, and then Carl will get,
Scarface.
the Muppets.
That would explain it.
Picture of spaghetti.
Those two posters would explain this podcast.
It
though,
would.
right?
It actually would.
All right, Joey, take it away.
Big D Robert coming in at the end, huh?
Good for Robert.
What a story.
How big, Robert?
It works.
Does it? It must be big because Mike's licking his lips in there. Like we're at Church's Chicken.
Yeah, I'm gazing over right now.
Yeah, I know he's gazing over. He's like, oh, I'm not the only one with a pistol in here.
He just used the word gazing.
He did use the word gazing. Gazing.
Gazing. You got it. Good for you, Carl.
Yes.
Good for you. All right.
I like it in here. We're going to be all right. Too bad we're going to get fired, but man, fucking it's
what are
awesome.
you going to do? We'll enjoy it until that happens.
Mikey,
so.
over under us getting kicked out of Westwood One.
Out of the studio itself?
Just out of this whole thing in general.
Within a year.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Mike's good with numbers. He's a super fan. He's been here since day one.
Come on, I got Sage. I got the Sage.
The Sage, Mike. When he pulled that shit out, Mike, I didn't know what, bro.
Hey.
Mike creepy me. I swear to God, I almost took him out.
No, I got an Asian girlfriend. The Sage thing's normal, man.
Yeah, but that's an Asian girlfriend. Now I have an Asian girlfriend too. Fucking Opie. Opie-san. With his...
Sherrod's gonna think that's a giant.
Oh, I said
right?
that already.
Opie's going to think it's...
No, Sherrod will be excited when I show him because he'll hollow out the middle and he'll smoke weed. He'll be good. All right, we're babbling. Joey, take it away.
Better to be rusing than gazing. Is the Cuban really smitten? What's up with Rob's dick? And sycophant stalker turned producer Mikey the cop, who's got an Asian girlfriend. Yeah, and I got a Siamese cat. What the fuck? What is she, a pet? Manages to keep the train on the tracks. No static at all, just a few unnecessary sounds and, in my opinion, incoherent sentences.
I got an Asian girlfriend.
While we decorate Opie's new studio like it's 1991, we'd like you to rate us 5 stars at Apple. Stop by OpieRadio.com. Buy something. Maybe he's selling some of that sage. And by the way, my last name, Salvia, means sage. But what does that have to do with anything on Opie Radio?
The Westwood One Podcast Network.
Run like a girl.
Hi, I'm Julie Bowen. I support the women who are standing up and stepping out. Run Like a Girl, the podcast, shining a spotlight on women with the courage and tenacity to run for office. This is what change sounds like.
Run like a girl.
Download and subscribe at Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and the Westwood One podcast app. Free from the Westwood One Podcast Network.